Hello, welcome to another Gundam Battle Operation 2 video. That is the new limited mission suit, the full armor slave wraith, and I am very tired right now. The past 2 days I've stayed up late because I was hanging out with some friends, and I haven't even got a chance to play the suit. Well, I say I haven't got a chance. I clearly have a match here for you. I didn't get a chance to play the suit whenever I did the testing video. So, and then, the next 2 days I had to hang out with friends, and I played the suit and collected a few matches late in the night, or early in the morning, I should say, like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning for me. And, this is one of the matches I got from the first night. And then I have another one I'll post later from the second night. And yeah, the Slave Wraith, it's a pretty decent support. It's got that big minigun on it. Obviously, the comparison I can make here is that it's like the Zaku half cannon in that regard, which I love the half cannon. I think it's a pretty fun suit to play. And that's one of the suits, if you don't know. It's like the Gogu G, where it was a bundle suit that you can buy, to get along with some tokens, and I thought it was pretty fun. The minigun just melts, and that doesn't change here with this suit. The minigun does absolutely melt, and shoots pretty far as well. But what are the other weapons you can get with this? Well, you got some primary weapons. You can use you can choose between two weapons. Unfortunately, one of the weapons I think is not that good, and that seems to be the consensus with a lot of other players. And that is the machine gun that you get with this, which the machine gun, honestly, is not like... It has one good thing about it, and that's just the great amount of DPS it can provide. But other than that, it has no stun potential. It only has 250 range. And yeah, you can empty a full clip into somebody and they will not get stunned. They'll take a lot of damage, but you want to have that utility with your weapon, especially when you're a support and people can just walk up to you, and you don't. If you have this, your only option to get a really fast stun is to use the minigun. And I say that because the only other instant stun... Well, okay, hold on. You have the flash grenade. But the flash grenade can be really wonky at times, and it doesn't stop maneuver armor, so that's not going to stop a raid, which that annoys me on its own, because if a flash grenade is going to work on somebody standing still, how come moving around... Okay, yeah, sure, that doesn't work. Whatever. But you have the shoulder missiles that you have... well, I say it's like the half missiles. I think this was called the half missile launcher. It's very reminiscent of the Shimoda custom, the sniper custom, Shimoda type. I think that's what the full thing is called. That one had like it fired in 4 bursts. You have 8 rounds, and it'll shoot 4 at a time. And that one instant stuns, it doesn't accumulation stun, so you fire at somebody's feet. But the thing with that one is that it takes a while to ready up. Almost, I want to say, too long at points, But that leaves you with just the minigun to work with, which the minigun, it's like with the Zaku half cannon, where it can stun really fast, especially if you put in an uncharged beam rifle shot from your ground beam rifle. Get some quick stuns off, and it melts people's health if they stand still for too long in front of you. If they're far away and they're moving around, it's obviously going to take longer because you're going to be missing a few of your shots. But yeah, that's going to be your one reliable stun if you're using the machine gun. So a lot of players are going to be using the beam rifle because, well, first of all, there's not going to be Beam defense is not going to be as prominent at 400, which is what this suit's cost is at. So you might potentially get some decent damage out of the beam rifle, which I mean it does have some pretty good burst damage to it. You can definitely get over 1,000, definitely over 2,000 on generals. Well, you saw I was doing to that raid. I was doing at least over 1,200, so I'm fine with that. And I can mix up that uncharged beam rifle shot with my minigun to get a quicker stun, so that's nice. And if I want an actual stun, I can charge it up and it can shoot far enough, to work pretty well with the minigun. You can either use the beam rifle to get a stun and then shoot with your minigun for added damage, or you can do the opposite where you can use your minigun to get a stun and then use your beam rifle to get some added damage. And it works both ways. Oh hey, I actually get to shoot my missiles now. A few times this match I was hitting my teammates because I wasn't thinking. Again, this match was like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and now I'm missing some of my shots that I shouldn't be missing. Oh man, I was very tired, and I probably sound really tired right now. Ooh, hey, guy laying down right in front of me. I'm gonna shoot your legs there. Oh, and then the Vulcans on the suit are also, I think they're all right. They're pretty good. If you, funnily enough, if you empty your whole clip of the machine gun into somebody and then use all your Vulcans, at the very end of your Vulcan ammo capacity, you'll actually get a stun that requires you to hit all of your bullets from the machine gun. Because if you even miss just a few, you might waste both ammo on that you have, and you still won't get a stun. You have to whip out your minigun at that point. The suit also has stabilization device, which it can be hit or miss for a lot of people because it does allow you to tank some stuns. You can take like some bazooka stuns. This thing does also have anti-explosive armor, so if somebody shoots an explosion near your feet, you don't get stunned. But I believe when you have stabilization device, you can actually tank stuns. Of course, accumulation staggers are going to affect you, and if somebody actually downswings you when you're stabilized on the ground, you're crouched, you actually just take a normal stun. But the problem with that though is a lot of raids have multiple melee weapons. So if you're fighting a Red Rider, he does a downswing. Okay, you're normal stunned, and then he's just gonna pull out his second weapon and just downswing you. So, oh, but hey, timeout, and we'll see what we got going on here. Mission completed. Good old Slave Wraith here, full armor. Hey, top assist and top damage. Now, unfortunately, I didn't beat my rival, and you'll see why. You'll see who my rival is. It's fucking stupid. Hey, I did get praised, and hey, 4th place, 5-2. As you can see, my rival was the Red Rider. Awesome. Oh, fucking great. I said Red Rider. Actually, it's the Dullahan. My bad. I said Red Rider. The Dullahan. The thing that was murdering me that match. And sometimes I would let it murder me because I wanted to get my extra damage off on generals. So that's great. That the raid that can easily just wipe me off the face of the earth was my rival, and he got 1st place. But it's fine because I still did pretty well, over 100k in damage. Top assist on my team, still got a couple of good kills. The suit's not bad, again, it can do a lot of damage, and that's pretty good. It can provide some fast stuns if you coordinate with your team, especially if you coordinate with a team. Unfortunately, I was playing solo for these matches, but even then, there's some moments where somebody would get stunned or downswung by a ally on my team, and then I'd either follow up with a full barrage from the minigun, or put in some uncharged beam rifle shots in, or if they're down swung, and I was happened to have my weapon ready at the moment, I would use my missiles to get some decent leg damage off. So the suit, kind of like with the Shimoda custom sniper, sniper custom Shimoda squad type, that one. It can do really well with the team, like extremely good with the team, especially if you coordinate and you ask for a specific stun. You can get that off and just lay into the person you're shooting. So that can be really well. That can actually make the machine gun really good, honestly. But again, the problem with that machine gun is if when somebody rolls up on you, it's not going to be a very reliable. So hopefully they buff that, or maybe just outright make the beam rifle a primary and make that machine gun a secondary weapon, because I don't like that. It just doesn't stun. It has no utility besides just straight damage. I guess it's good for finishing low health enemies. So I guess there's that. Also, I believe with the way that machine gun works is that it has a shield on it too, a small shield, but this thing doesn't get a buffer on its arm for that. Something like the Red Rider, I believe it's the Zweihander weapon that it has, that is actually a shield that can turn into that weapon, that beam saber. That has a skill where it acts as a buffer. So I wanted the suit to have something like that, but it didn't get it, sadly. That could have been helpful. But this suit, it does have some pretty good defenses, like to help it survive. Because if you're just having a straight range battle with generals and another support, you can tank a lot of damage. You have 25 something beam and ballistic resistance. At 400, that's pretty good for a support. And you can definitely put some health parts on, get some extra range on you, so you can be doing some damage while you're getting shot at for little damage to you. And it does have a stabilization device. So the thing is, this thing is pretty tanky, and it can provide some good damage. The beam rifle is pretty good as well for that good burst damage. There's something else I think I wanted to say about the full armor slave wraith. Oh yeah, it has the fake beacon, and I'm not sure how useful that is on this suit. I've only managed to make use of it once, and that was in a Arctic base match. I know that sounds really terrible for this suit. I didn't use it to get up on top of something at all. I used I went around the classic going around Arctic base with my team. Somehow I got ahead of my team and came back around behind the enemy and surprise stunned somebody and did some good damage on him, and my teammates helped finish them off. Other than that, there's not the suit's too slow to really make use of that fake beacon. I wish the fake beacon was changed as a skill, because the way the fake beacon works is obviously you show up as a ally to enemies. But the thing is, as soon as you fire a weapon, you show up as an enemy again. This suit has a lot of rapid fire weapons, especially the minigun and the machine gun this thing has. So maybe they should change the fake beacon to where you just don't show up as an enemy at all. But I don't know how that could change. Let's say you're shooting, you somehow manage to get behind the enemy team, and you get a stun on somebody. Maybe the enemy, they don't realize they took damage, and they'll look at each other and start fucking, I don't know, swinging at each other. and maybe they'll get penalized because they thought they got attacked by a by a teammate. You know, that's the only reason I think they might not do that. Even though I think the player base is smarter than that, but maybe there's another reason I just can't think of because I'm just dead ass tired right now. But I think that would be a nice buff for the fake beacon suits. Maybe if you start meleeing people, maybe you'll show up as an enemy. I don't know, something, just something to make use of it for this suit. Maybe the other suits like the Bolin Oak and the regular Slave Wraith. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. You know, wrapping it up. And if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe if you want. I'd really appreciate it. And, you know, type up in the comment section what you feel about the full armor Slave Wraith. Do you like it? Do you hate it? I like it. There's a few things I think I would change, though. Obviously, make the machine gun stun, please. If not, make it a secondary weapon, because right now the beam rifle is just the better option. Even though the machine gun does a lot of damage, the beam rifle is just way more useful utility-wise and for that burst damage, and it just works better with its other weapons, like the minigun. And, you know, you can even potentially get a stun lock off if you stun somebody with the beam rifle fully charged, you know, and then pull out the flash grenade, send that out, stun somebody, and then go for your minigun for that damage, or maybe a downswing with your melee, you know. And then, of course, I'd probably change the fake beacon, but that's a thing on its own. The fake beacon's a skill. And then, if I was going to make the machine gun a secondary weapon, I would have given it a buffer, because it's partly a shield, I believe. Or at least very similar. But yeah, you know, I'm not disappointed in this suit at all. I think you can do really good, especially with if you're talking with some teammates. You can still do like decent solo, and you know, I got over 100k damage and top assist score. So obviously I was doing some pretty good things there solo, but you know, obviously you'll do a lot better with a team. So hopefully, you know, I'll get some matches in with my my friends, and we'll see if we can make this thing look a lot better. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it, and I will see you guys later. Bye. I'm gonna go sleep now.